I think your response is really politician-like. You know what I'm saying? You know, we want on this show. We give you the raw and cut like
Oh, okay,
BET. You
bet.
know what I'm saying? So for those out there, hentai is when anime people fuck. Simple and plain.
Basically.
And
Basically.
sometimes it could get downright weird as shit.
Sometimes it's just weird. Like 87% of the time, it's just weird. Like nigga with like
most of the time
500 penises just attacking a woman. The penis is like,
yeah, they definitely
weird.
put like the female characters in some interesting situations, but there's reverse harems, there's all kind of stuff going on. There's something for everyone, for sure.
Gotcha. I mean, that was a world that I was in my teenage years. Then I graduated to other things, you know what I'm saying? But everybody that has a thing out here, we don't kink shame on the show. Hentai this serves of a purpose. I just find it funny when when I remember
unless you
that.
Kevin Gates, we definitely kink shame Kevin Gates. I kink shame.
Well, yeah, Kevin Gates definitely he needs to be ashamed of
Yes.
himself.
Drinking cups of pee. This is weird, bro. Like, no, what's going on in your life, man? How was your child? I want to ask him how his childhood was. That's just out. That's out there.
Talking about like oh yo, all you drink is water, so and it tastes like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like no, man.
No, that's still a cup. A super gulp full of pee, like that super big gulp full of pee. It was weird, Kevin Gates, but you know, that was the worst things you could do.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that is, did you I don't know if y'all know, but like the psychology behind kinks is that they're inherited. So either his mom or his daddy.
Oh,
see,
probably was into that same shit.
So you didn't want to think about that, did you?
Well, look, listen. My father tells me that he's a freak. When
your dad's a pimp, man. Your dad is a pimp.
He tells me that he's a freak, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm 40, and I'm like, listen, man. I know you had me when you was young. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear about your exploits.
He was a cat daddy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he is in no way into like cartoons at all. So I wonder. I wonder where that came from me back in my years growing up, but that's no here or there. But Arye, that was our warm up. Let's go ahead and get into the show, man.
Yo, this is officially episode 100, man. Let's clap it up for us. Let's go. 100th episode. 100th episode, motherfucker. As you know, it's probably not, but somewhere around like 90, 91, we lost count. So this is going to be our official
inaugural 100th episode.
That's right.
100th episode. All right, we want to thank everybody for rocking with the Geek Salad podcast. This is episode 100 unofficially. We are joined with Regina of Anime While Black. Well overdue. I feel like this show has been overdue. Like y'all, sure. Have you not been on the show? I don't know. It is what it is. Also, have we not been on your show?
Right, vice versa. We gotta do a crossover.
Give it take.
It's a crossover episode. I like that. I like that. So today we're definitely going to be talking about The Last of Us. How do we feel about the show so far? We're going to talk about our expectations for the new Ant-Man movie, plus a lot more. So stay tuned. It got weird. Yeah, it got weird.
Yes. So first of all, Regina, aka Anime While Black, give the people more about you. How did you come across this genre? What are you all about? Give us all of the good stuff.
My origin story.
Pretty teeth. She got pretty teeth. Why you got braces? Your teeth are so pretty. Like, why do you?
Man, I wanted straighter teeth, and I had a line. And I hate that I keep smiling because I smile a lot, but like. Perfectionist, and I wasn't wearing my Invisalign, and my orthodontist, he's a perfectionist. And he was like, we're going to have to put the braces on. And I was like,
Okay. I feel
nice teeth though. Nice
yeah.
teeth.
But yeah, so my origin story, my villain origin story. I have an older brother, I have a younger brother. So I'm the middle child. Ooh. And growing up, my mom and my brother watched like Kung Fu Matinee, Bruce Lee, all that good stuff. He read comic books. I was the destroyer of many of his number one comic book.
Bastard. Dirty mother bastard.
I know. I was definitely the TV stereotype little sister, like, let me see this. Okay. But I came to enjoy
You were pretty much Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, just I was definitely Dee Dee. Even my younger brother called me Dee Dee. Like I was a menace. But I grew up around, just being exposed to the culture and stuff like that. My mom was awesome like that. She exposed us to comic books. She used to have the original Tales from the Crypt comics. What? Yeah. My mom is a big nerd. Star Wars, all of that was her jam. So she put us on and wanted to do everything my older brother did and copy everything he did. I got into the Marvel Universe, DC, and just old school anime, like Fist of the North Star, Ninja Scroll, like super old.
Speaking to my soul right now. Okay, gotcha.
And so then that led to, I feel like I wasn't really an anime fan then. I just thought of it as like Japanese cartoons. And then along came Inuyasha. And that's when I was hooked. I was hooked.
I have a hate for that show, but that's cool. I forgive you, but my bad. Go ahead.
Man, you don't have to forgive me for Inuyasha. I'm down bad behind like the show Inuyasha. Down bad. Even Naraku, but I mean, like with that, I mean, I'm not like one of those people that just sticks to one kind of anime, one anime. I watch everything like an encyclopedia. I love every anime. I had a friend, I'm in the real world, I'm a celebrity wardrobe stylist, and a friend of mine. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. She wanted me on her podcast about fashion and celebrities. And then she was like, you always talk about anime. You should do a podcast about that. And I was like, that's weird. Like, and this was about 3 years ago. She set me up with a studio that, just was recording podcasts. And I got in there, I started making content, started kind of getting a good following, like internationally and nationally. Like I was big in Ireland somehow. I was like, okay. So I was a podcast. Yeah, our podcast said they love me. I was in top 25 in Ireland. So
nice.
And then the rest is history. COVID hit, slowed down. My mom got sick with brain cancer and then consequently passed. And I just took a very big step back of just kind of trying to refine my footing. And then now I'm back just doing more content, going to cons and stuff like that.
Okay. Hey, rest in peace to mama. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that time frame, there was so much death going around.
Yeah.
And the purpose of our show is to, bring more light, bring more happiness to, what's out there. Because there's so much bullshit going on right now in the world, especially, with what's going on in Memphis. But we ain't going there. We ain't going there. You know what I'm saying? We keep it this light. Arya, man, what other questions do you have for our guests today, bro?
Okay, so me, right, my thing is I kind of like anime, but I'm very particular with my animes, right? So I'm not like this. My geekdom is more so like comic books, Marvel, DC, all of that good stuff, right?
Okay.
So for somebody who, as far as animes, they're just like the real popular animes. They're not really deep, you know what I'm saying? Digging into crates for special stuff. What would you recommend for somebody that's just really trying to get their feet wet into it?
Okay. So like I would ask you this question first. What is your favorite type of movie? Are you more interested in like action, sci-fi, horror, or like comedy, like light comedy?
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
All of them.
Well, I would say if you really, really kind of want to get your feet wet into anime, I would start with Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
classic. Because that gives you like Cowboy Bebop is a really good one to just kind of give you what like anime has been historically, like an old school anime, the banter, the character, the art style, all of that. I would like also recommend Samurai Champloo, especially like for the culture, like just the way they fuse like hip hop, bebop, jazz into the soundtrack of a feudal era Japan style anime. I think you'll like it. I think the characters, the dynamic of like Mugen and Jin and like Fu, all of them is like you can kind of get that like funny side while still getting the fighting and the storyline of like the journey, a journey type anime. Just coming more forward into the modern animes and new ones right now. Definitely Chainsaw Man. I love that. Chainsaw Man is so freaking good. Like it gives you characters, it gives you story, it gives you fan service, it gives you just like all these different dynamics. Is really entertaining. It gives you action, especially when you come from the Marvel universe and comics. Chainsaw Man, I would say Tokyo Revengers is really good, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Like those three right there, Chainsaw Man, Tokyo Revengers, and Jujutsu Kaisen are a good way to get your feet wet in like what's trending right now while like being able to attach to the story and the characters.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice little grab bag for you.
That was nice. It was short to the point. You know what I'm saying? It took like 2 to 3 minutes. You had your bullet points. That was good. That was good.
Now let me ask you. Now the anime that's coming out, I guess for this, we call it like winter break, right? Because we've seen, Chainsaw Man wrap up, Ranking of the Kings, what else? Demon Slayer, all that, right? Wrapped up. What is your 2-1 shows for this season coming up that you're looking for?
Wow. I'm at a loss for that because there's so many, and then put on the spot, I'm like, damn, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Jay, you got something you looking forward to?
Yeah, I got some.
What are yours?
There's a show that's out that I've been liking, and I never thought that I would like sports anime. It's called Blue Lock. It's about soccer of all sports.
Yeah.
But it's not like, the do what you can, give it all that you got. It's more like, nah, nigga, give me this ball. I'm going to score. Fuck my team. It's all about me right now. So it's a different concept of a sports anime show. It's different, and I never thought that I would find myself liking it. Villain Saga. If you're into like Vikings, and just like the struggle of trying to find a new country, that's pretty dope. There's another one called High Card. It's about magical deck of cards is out there. People trying to find it, but it's hip, it's fly, pretty dope. Last one, Trigon. Now Trigon is another classic from the what was that joint back in the day on Adult Swim? What was it called? It was called
Toonami. Was it Toonami?
Toonami, yes.
Yeah.
Toonami. It was one of the big three, and this one is newer. It's all CGI, but damn it, the CGI is beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I've been watching that faithfully. What else am I watching this season from Crunchyroll for the most part? There's another one called Handyman Satu in Another World. Easy premise. He's a handyman stuck in a fantasy world. He's not, I guess isekai is a word, whatever.
Isekai,
it's not that, but it's just wholesome. You know what I'm saying? It's warm, kind of like Spy Family. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But that is what I'm looking forward this year. But honestly, all I'm waiting for right now is Attack on Titan. I want to see how that ends, because from what I read in the manga, I'm like, all right, how are they going to translate all of this madness into this last 2 parts of the show? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's it though. How about you?
So
Or do you watch Attack on
I do
Titan?
watch Attack on
Okay.
Titans, but I need to catch up. So I'm looking forward to catching up and being at the same point as everyone when we finish this winter break. Definitely want to piggyback off of your Vinland Saga because, like, for sure, like I love that series, like love it. And I don't know if I'm getting the title correct, but it's like it's very similar to Spy Family, but it's taking the premise of all these dads that are spy dads. So I
Daddy
think it's like
buddies.
Boss Daddies or something like that.
Yeah.
That's my next one that's coming
Yeah.
up that I'm looking forward to.
Gotcha. And Arya, I think as a guy that like, hops in and out of the anime pool, you might like those type of titles. You know what I'm saying? Like Villain Saga is more mature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has no, big anime eyes or a lot of, big boobies just bouncing for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Let's not be too hasty.
My bad.
He's not discriminating against those.
He's
just
keep
saying
the boobs, man. We okay with the boobs. The only thing I don't like about some animes is this overtly talky. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just too verbose. It's my big word for the day. I'm older now. I say words like verbose. It's just too much. I was just like, all right, man. Like I get it, but like I don't need like a 10-minute monologue. You know what I'm saying? Just like get to some action or whatever.
You know what? Yeah. Perfect segment, man. But before we leave this, what is Regina, some of the things about anime that you hate, that you can't stand?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold that thought though, because I gotta restart the Zoom real quick. I'm gonna send you a link in like 1 minute.
Okay.
All right. Or before I forget that motherfucker.
Bet. There we go. 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 At least my headache is going away. About damn time.
Oh, thank God, man. Thank God.
Yeah, shit's been bugging me all day.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
Oh, there we go. There we go. You back. You back.
Right on time, man.
Goodness. Let me get rid of the government again.
Oh, yeah, we can.
I'm gonna change that in my profile.
Moreno over here.
Literally, it is very much pizza, pasta.
Hey, forget about it.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. So the question, what was the question, G? The
question is
about anime or something.
Yeah, what are some of the tropes or things about anime that you can't stand no more?
Okay. I hate the phrase, in anime, every character, and especially the female characters, they're always like, you gotta be careful, And I'm like, why is this, they just throw it around everywhere. Sometimes it's not even a situation where it's needed. So it just stands out to me. It gives me the ick. The beach episodes it's a trope that I kind of could do without. Like I just every time, unless it's gonna be nah, I don't even care if it was like the guys like doing the beach episode. I'm just like, and it's gratuitous. It's always, and every anime has a beach episode or a getting out of our regular clothes and uniform into the civilian mall clothes. I have a list.
Okay. Run through.
And I don't like when in harem animes, the guy picks like the girl that is least interested in him as like his end game. And she just magically goes from ignoring him the whole season to suddenly like, yeah, I'm in love with you. Like, I don't want men to grow up thinking that they will get the girl that they've been pursuing forever just because no.
So the Steve Urkel, Laura Winslow syndrome is what you're talking about.
Literally.
Like she don't like you, bro. Just let it go.
Steve should have stuck with Myra. Myra definitely was
Loved
up his
him.
lane.
Yes.
She was better than Laura.
Like, big old breasts,
she was cute and she was smart. Like from the first episode where they meet, they're talking in French to each other. She knows the Latin name of flowers, and he's like, but Laura, nah.
Laura won't even all that, bro. She won't even all that.
He literally had to chemically re-engineer himself for her to actually like him.
You see, and that mirrors the anime because you're right. I hate even like I feel disgusted watching shows where the guy has like 5 girls liking him, but he's like, oh no, I gotta go after Marie for some reason. It's just something about her. But then you get all these other, fly girls. It's like, listen, I will cook and clean and fight the Demon King for you. What's up, pimp? What's up, pimp? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I'm gonna give y'all a couple here myself. What I can't stand is whenever there's a big ass battle going on, life and death, they gotta stop, explain their powers to one another. That takes 2 episodes, and then one more episode of a backstory, and then it's back to find again for like maybe a couple of friends, and then that's it. That's it. Like I think that's why Dragon Ball dropped off hard so much, because it was like, all right, man, y'all keep repeating, rinsing, etc. Right?
Yes.
Another thing I hate about anime, we need to kidnap Akira Toriyama for making Vegeta the worst character. He at one point he was the best character, right? And then now he's like he's not even the second best character in the joint. It's like he was so about like, yo, I gotta be better than Kakarot. I gotta be Goku. Now it's like, go ahead, man. Just win it for us again.
Retirement. They did Yamcha dirty too. Yamcha was like, and they're just like, basically become human.
He couldn't cut it no more. He could not cut it no more.
He retired. He threw the towel in after 2 seasons.
Yeah. What's my last one? I'm tired of seeing anime about I think it's romance and anime, right? It's the whole will they, won't they? Yeah. But they do it in a form of kids, like middle school kids playing this game of, I like him, but I'm going to tease him for it. And then I'm going to have him, I'm going to bully him by saying like, hey, if you do X, Y, and Z for you, I'll show you my panties. But I'm like, hold on. Ain't you like 14, 15 in the show? Like that's kind of weird. Maybe it's a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
think about it though, not for real though, because when we was in middle school, look, I knew a dude that had 2 kids. Like middle school kids is getting it in, unfortunately. But it's happening, man. Yeah, it's happening.
And so we could kind of like unpack that. It for one, like, okay, you and I have been watching anime for a long time. So it's like, we have to know, like, there's the cultural nuances of anime and manga was made for the Japanese teen, like middle school to high school male demographic originally. The mangakas were men making, and like kind of the things that they're drawing and writing about are like their nerdy fantasies from remembering their time frame. And my visits, I'm not justifying, I'm just explaining or just kind of framing it. I hate these braces. So framing it, they do have a culture that is more, they just kind of a little bit with being conservative, but at the same time being more socially open when it comes to sexuality and kinks and stuff like that. Like we grew up watching anime with trans characters all the time. A lot of the characters, present as masculine women, feminine men, all of these different types of identities. And we're just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then now it's become a political thing for us in America, but we've been seeing it since we were kids. The thing I think with the panties, because I saw it in Japan, like they literally had vending machines.
Hold on, wait a minute. We gotta pause for the cause. You went to Japan. How long ago was this?
Oh wow, I haven't been back to Japan in 15 years. So yeah, but
so there was actual like vending machines with drawers, used drawers.
Yes.
So who were they supposed to belong to? Like who?
Young girls.
Now, when you say young, how young are we? Does it say an age?
They have the ages on there. You can pick age. You can pick how pungent you want them to smell. Close your mouth. Close your mouth. So
That's wild,
like
man.
that's definitely, I don't know if it's changed so much now that like we're so much more aware, but like yeah, that was definitely a very casual aspect of.
Damn, man.
Okay. I was going to ask a question out of pure curiosity, but I don't want to say it in the fear of people think I'm a perv.
Too late. You already did. We already know what you're about to say.
So I'm not going to ask it because again, curious mind. I'm like, how about not going to say it? Not going to say it.
It's a terrible world that we live in.
Not going to say it, man.
Horrible world.
But you know what though? If it's look, I would do the same thing if I was a woman, and let's say I want to be an entrepreneur in Japan, and I want to sell my used panties, and I have various degrees of punginess or crispiness or cleanness. Yo, do you listen?
Pungent is an adult word. We can say pungent.
Big word.
Rather than stank, smelly.
Right. Stanky. Call it what it is.
Listen,
stanky ass.
We got OnlyFans,
aroma.
Right? We got people selling farts and jars over here, dog.
Literally.
True. This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So, in hindsight, used panties isn't that terrible.
Really isn't.
But it's wild the fact that it's in a vending machine on the street. Like, yo, you could just buy this like a can of soda. You know what I'm saying? It's
seriously. Seriously, like right next to the can of soda, it's like I want to get some milk tea, and then right next to it, it's like, what are these capsules? Oh, okay, those are panties.
Fam, there's a such thing called PNC, and it's a phenomenon that has fascinated me for years. PNC is post nut clarity. So can you imagine being like, you know what? It's Saturday night. I don't got no woman. I don't got nothing to do. Let me go ahead to this vending machine and get me like 3 different levels of pungent draws, right? And then you're going to take them joints to your house. You're going to do your business. Can you imagine how much of a jackass you would have to feel after you have your post-nut clarity? Be like, yo, what the fuck? I spent $50 on this bullshit.
As an American, yes, you would be like, oh my God, because the overwhelming guilt and shame connected with that. Like, but for them, it's just like he did what he had to do. There were the means available for him to access it and in a healthy way. So
I feel that's like one step above a pocket pussy. Like the pocket pussy, I ain't never tried it. I'm pretty sure it's fun, but it's like after it's over, I know you gotta be like, all right. Like I gotta make some better decisions. Maybe I need an online date. I don't know. I need to do something other than banging this flashlight with fur on the inside. But it is what it is.
I think after COVID, we learned so much about ourselves.
We did. Yes.
That everybody is just existing and taking care of themselves.
Yeah, I think that year being locked down, and then when we could get outside, it was like whatever was locked in deep inside of us just like let out. Like that's when OnlyFans really exploded. That's where all this other craziness exploded. You know what I'm saying? That's where people are openly okay of saying what are the kinks. Big shout out to Miami of the City Girls. I respect what you did. I respect you. Because people don't openly say, I like getting peed on, and she enjoys it. So hey,
that's still
you, girl.
That's still better than drinking like a giant goblet of like urine. Like it's still
that goes to the point of people are now okay of letting the world know about their kink, because we were so locked inside for COVID. Now we're like, man, fuck it, man. I'm going to say it. And I don't care who knows. And
is shame not a thing anymore? Is shame not a thing? I don't think shame is a thing anymore.
I think people have elevated their level of inhibitions for sure. Like
absolutely.
And I think shame is something that traps people and keeps people from living their life to the fullest. And so, I mean, there are some things that people should be ashamed of, and there are some things that still should remain socially unacceptable. But
True.
The things that don't harm anybody and are done consensually and stuff like that, and with like knowledge and I think, yeah, like people should do what they feel good about, and can't nobody shame you if she tell everybody. It can't slide out in the tabloid like, oh, guess what Young Miami was doing.
Is that the same girl that was like that was on Angelique's show, Lip Service? And she was like, she like her boyfriend to like jizz in her fries and like just eat the fries.
Nah.
Not mean to make that face, but
yes, that's just put this. Hold on, let me put some sauce on your fry. Hold on, real quick. Let me put some sauce and just eating the fries. Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
it wasn't her. It was somebody that looked like her. I don't know.
We don't. Again, once more, we don't kink shame. It's just
we don't.
It's just fascinating that people are more
I'm judging you. I don't care.
To letting all this stuff know. I won't do that stuff, but hey, whatever you do, you do. You know what I'm saying?
God.
It's what it is.
There's a Reddit thread that I shouldn't even know about.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let me hold up before you tell me about the Reddit thread. Let me ask you this about Reddit, because Reddit is Alice in Wonderland like hole. It gets deep.
Listen,
how deep are you on Reddit? Because
it's like the old Twitter. Pretty much, man.
How many groups are you members of? How many? Like,
he's like, how many groups are you members of, and can I also join them?
Yes, I had to delete Reddit off my phone. I was spending too much time. I was like, yo, like I like that. I also like that. It's like a member of like 55 different groups. It's ridiculous.
Reddit is like, so here's my premise. I've been on the internet since dial-up. Like as a little kid, I shouldn't have been.
Right. So you know what's up.
I would be in chat rooms, and at that time, like the internet was kind of new, and my parents were like, she needs this for homework, and I'd be like, homework.
Oh, got him.
So, and then now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh my God, I realized how dangerous that was. And my parents weren't naive. My parents were super strict. It's just, I was such a nerdy, good kid that they never thought to come in and look over my shoulder and be like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Right.
So back in the day on the internet, they'd have these message boards. They had all because they didn't have Twitter, and the way that we communicate now, like just instantly, wasn't even available technology wise. So you'd post on these message boards and just refresh until you see the other people respond and stuff like that. And like just message boards itself, even back then, this is just human nature. Anytime there's an opportunity to go left, people are gonna like go as far as they can off the cliff. So when you bring up Reddit, there's all these different Reddit groups where you can just really fine tune your internet experience, and then just even pique your curiosity. Like, what is this? Click it and be like, oh, okay, no, I don't need to know
like
anything
too far.
else.
It was too much. I thought I was interested,
explicit
but
detail.
Yeah.
But there's this Reddit thread that y'all might want to look up since y'all brought up the fries, called Jizz Pizza. It happened at a con.
No.
Wait, so this is like a show? Like people did it in front of other people, or you say it happened by mistake?
Like, this is literally lore, and it happened. There's people that know it happened. There's people that participated, witnessed, heard about it.
So it's okay.
Why don't y'all just like reading Rainbow? Go find out.
I'm afraid of that one right there. To be honest with you,
like that's ew. Like
but
I
you know
wanted
what?
some pizza later, but I don't even know if I want pizza anymore. Like after just getting like a visual. Look, hey, throw it in. You got the pizza. Like, I got. Let me put the secret sauce on it real quick. Like,
basically,
I'm working here.
They were definitely working over there. But Twitter is a whole different beast too.
Yeah, Twitter is crazy.
Twitter, especially Black Twitter. And what makes me laugh so much now is when they report about it on the news.
Yeah.
Have you seen those types of like articles or episodes or whatever on the news where they're just like, and on Black Twitter today,
What? Oh, like
I ain't seen
CNN
that yet.
news? They
Nah.
said Black Twitter.
They will say Black Twitter, and it's just like, how did you get over there? Like
We
somebody
gotta
gave them dark mode, and like they didn't know what to do with it. Oh my god!
I didn't know white people knew about Black Twitter. Like
Me
I did
either,
not know
man.
those. We got to change the name now. Anytime
Yeah.
white people find out about cool stuff, we got to like change it.
Always, we got to go more
Immediately.
covert.
Something.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yo, we gotta find a way to monetize off of Black Twitter because face it, Twitter ain't nothing without Black Twitter. Right?
It isn't.
We give
Obviously.
all the
Yeah.
sauce to Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Yo, wild thing about Twitter, right? I don't know what the fuck I was reading or looking at, but now Twitter is giving me clips of people doing some wild criminal shit. And I'm like, hold on. I don't want to see this shit. Like, what did I do? How can I reverse what I did so I don't see no more of this? Like, yo, I won't even tell you. It's stuff like you will find on like dark web shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
I believe it.
I'm like, how did this get into my feed, man? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Musk is doing, but bring old boy back because this is not what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but Musk is a wild boy. But
yeah, just the occasional boob. That's all I want to see. Just every once in a while, just a random. All right, sport titty, sport. Like that's all I need from Twitter. You know,
There's
like,
definitely that on Twitter.
Oh, that's a lot of titties. On
that's
Twitter.
what comes up in my feed too, man. Surprisingly, I don't know how it got there. It's just
speaking of stuff that's in our feed. Now, let me tell you about this dude. This dude is funny because like on our YouTube page. Like I don't look at the search history or nothing, but every time I go to the Geek Salad YouTube page, it'd be like these big booty like athletes, women. Like every time, it always suggests big booty athletes. So I was like, wait, I can watch this, but G got the thing for Serena Williams, and it's cool. I get it, bro.
I respect women in sports. They are very athletic and special.
Absolutely, we are here for our
sisters. Don't shame for that, man. You know,
we don't.
That's okay. As a woman that identifies as athletic, yes.
See, wait, I just called identify as athletic.
I identify as an athletic Black woman.
Listen. That's it. That's all you got to do nowadays.
That's right. Regina, have you seen The Last of Us Shed on HBO?
I have not seen it yet. So when you said that, I was like, oh, but that's okay. You can spoil it for me because I played the game. So I already know how everything goes. I love it. I love everything about it.
So Arya and I had seen the first episode, but unlike you, I never played the game. Fun fact, I have never played on a PlayStation ever since the PS2. So PS3, PS4, PS5. I have never played a PlayStation game in over damn near 2 decades. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So watching the show the first time around, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow. I told my brother, I'm like, yo, let me borrow your PS4 so I can play the game for myself. Just so I can kind of like get the feel of the game in the show. But Arya, I know how I feel about it, which I will talk about later. How do you feel about The Last of Us?
Yo, and I've only seen the first episode, but I'm digging it so far. I think the highest praise for the show was maybe a day or two after it came out. First of all our content creator friends had put something up, and you put something up about it, G, and pretty much everybody that we're friends with on like Instagram had also did their reaction, and it was like the very next day they did it. So usually that only happens when a show like makes you get these like special feelings about a show. That was one thing. But then a second thing was I saw everybody comparing that first episode to the first episode of The Walking Dead, which like The Walking Dead, especially like the first few seasons of that show were like magnificent. So for them to compare the two, I was like, okay. My favorite part about the first episode was the pacing of it. Like they really made you wait for, you knew what was going to happen. Like everybody knows eventually some kind of virus is going to outbreak and the world's gonna go to shit. Everybody knows that. But they introduced the characters and they made you go through a whole 1 or 2 days with these people for 20, 30, 45 minutes prior to everything going to shit. Okay. So when you had that everything's going crazy moment, it was like a payoff. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like sex, you know, like sex. You have the build up, but then you have the peak, the climax or whatever like that. The build up made the peak even better. And that's how this first episode was, man. So definitely excited to see what the rest of the series is about. Because I'm like you, G, I never played the video game. I'm aware of it, but I never played it.
Right. Because I was going to ask, does it follow? I mean, does it feel like the way you described it kind of makes me think that it's following the same storyline, the cinematics of the actual game? Because the game will show basically the character that's played by Pascal, that guy that also is from the Star Wars series as well. He definitely is a good actor. And from what I've seen, the clips and trailers, I'm so excited to see him play this character. And him playing this character, they kind of, in the cinematics of the game, they show what he was doing before and how he comes into contact with the girl. So are they showing that in the series as well?
I'll tell you this, right? Because I did get my brother's PS4.
Oh.
And I'm about I got
you stupid, yeah.
I got pretty far in the game itself. So the first episode does mirror a lot of what happened in like the first moments of the game.
Okay.
There are some differences. Like for one, in this series, it's not about the spores. It's really more about the fungi being like a living thing that like they give you hints of how it started in the first episode, but then in the second one, they kind of like nail it as like, you know, this is the reason why this thing is happening, right?
Okay.
And they do mirror a lot of stuff, but they do make some changes in it. That's a really do a payoff. And let me tell you, right, second episode was so damn good and beautiful, man. Also horrifying. They did a good job with the monsters too. I mean the clickers, right?
Yes.
So you playing the game, for what you remember, like how good was the game, and is it like worthy of the praise it got then?
Yes.
Compared to now.
Yes. The game is very, very, very good. I love just watching people play it as well. Like it's just like following along the story, the gameplay, the movement, like coming from like the gamer aspect of it, like the storyline is amazing. The world that's built, the world building, the character dynamic and interactions is amazing. But the clickers, even that noise that they make, my God, it's close to akin to the feeling you get when you hear someone make the like noise from the Jason and Mike Myers movies. Those two sounds are like, it's like you hear the clickers noise and it's like, oh shit, like let me hurry up. So I feel like it definitely deserves praise as a game because it's just a very beautifully built storyline and gameplay and activity of like interacting with this post-apocalyptic type genre. It's very, very innovative in a different way from just the typical zombies. It's got all these different kinds of monsters and hybrids and, you know, ways to kill stuff and survive.
You can't beat that. My question for y'all about this type of genre, right? Do y'all think that the zombie genre is slowly dying out, or with a show like you know how The Walking Dead kind of reinvigorated the whole zombie genre, right? For like years to come. That show kind of lost steam in its last run, whatever, and now we got this show coming back out. Do y'all think this is like the second coming of the zombie genre? Or do you think after this show we should now like put it to bed finally?
I don't think it's going nowhere, bro. Because it's pretty much been here for what, since the 70s, the late 70s, something like that.
Before the 70s, they were doing zombie stuff in like I want to say the 50s, but the zombies were like more weird and a little bit more racist.
Racist. I want brains, but only good white folks brains. No nigga brains.
No, because they, back then when they sensationalized and made movies, the zombie movie culture definitely came directly from them bastardizing the word zombie from Haitian and voodoo culture, and that process and the act of bringing the dead back to life and them being, used as I guess, pawns of evildoers to go out and do their bidding and stuff like that, and like introducing like necrophiliacs and stuff like that, just weird shit, but like from the 50s. So anytime they you have to look up zombie culture in America from there in film forward, and how zombies have evolved, like even that movie with Brad Pitt with like zombies, the
World War Z
movie, where they're like running fast as hell and stacking up like ants, all of that. So I feel like we may have explored everything we could explore with zombies and exploited every aspect of like dumb zombies, slow zombies, warm bodies. I love that movie. Zombies with a consciousness that can become back human. And so why we love The Walking Dead was after all these different types of zombie movies that just kind of had the same trope of mindless beings, Walking Dead shifted and focused on, okay, what happens after the credits roll, at the end of the world of, all right, there's a zombie apocalypse. How do these people survive? What is humanity? What does humanity look like? How do people sustain themselves? What is life like? What is this new sense of normal? And I think, even with Fear the Walking Dead, they tried to show what life was like leading up to and immediately during the actual zombie apocalypse as a premise to The Walking Dead. I don't know how much further we can go with zombies now. I mean, like, Hollywood kind of likes to wash, rinse, repeat, as you said earlier, with everything. So it's going to take a while for them to let go, or for new creators to come and say, here's a new approach to zombies. And even the reboot might even be for somebody to really, really research zombie, culture and what it really was from the Haitian perspective, and then create that as a film. I shouldn't be saying this because I should write this shit myself because I'm a writer. And whoever's out there, if you do it, I'm gonna know you stole my idea.
He's stealing this. I'm going to burn this recording. So you have no evidence.
Literally burn after reading. Like,
we should go back to the Haitian roots of zombie.
Bring that shit down, nigga.
Trademark.
Because that shit would be good. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna put in a webtoon, make it a mock.
Listen,
I got
you.
But
look, I got you. I think the Korean, the South Koreans is killing the zombie genre right now.
Yes.
I put my boy on Train to Busan.
Yes.
And then the Netflix show, We're All Dead.
Yes, I love that.
Okay, yes, was good.
Yeah, okay. There's still some cool stories that we can tell within like the actual. Cause that's one of my favorite genres, because I know if it happened in real life, I would be a G. Cause I know what places to like hit first. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that me and the family is good. So I think I would survive in an apocalypse, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's no here or there. Aria, you get any other questions, bro?
Nah, that was it. I was trying to do the Instagram links. There's something wrong with our live, so we ain't gonna be able to do the live.
Okay.
We gotta have you back on the show so we can do a live on it.
For sure.
And y'all gotta come on mine.
When are y'all film?
Okay, I'm gonna start back filming in February. So we'll talk offline about setting up a date. Y'all want to be my first episode?
Bet. Yo, listen, I thought of a dope idea. We should do like an anime watch party, right? And it should be titled RA don't know shit about anime. And
first of all, fuck you and click you play.
Wow.
Wow. Band of brothers, man. This supposed to be my brother. And see how you do me?
But
see how you do?
Title aside though, I think one day we should do like an actual watch party where we watch something brand new all together and we just comment about it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a cool stream, touch stream, whatever, but we can work out the deets later on. But I think it would be some new content that people can enjoy coming from like the blur perspective of a new anime.
Yeah.
You have, like your seasoned vets of the anime world, and you have, somebody that's like dipping the toes into it. You know what I'm saying? I think, it's possible. Possible.
It's definitely. Should it be something that neither of us have seen as well, so that it's fresh for all three of us?
We can do that, but also maybe we can like introduce something that like maybe even like an episode out of context, or maybe like our best episode that we pick for RA to watch, for him to like
Promise
judge.
Neverland. Let's give him Promise Neverland.
Okay. Oh,
he's not gonna be ready.
Bet. What is Promise Neverland? What is that?
Yeah. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do Promise Neverland.
Okay. So we're gonna we gotta figure out how to like get this Twitch, because we have we're working on doing Twitch, right? So with Twitch, you have a bit more freedom to stream stuff, whatever, right? So once we figure out the technical stuff, we're going to do a stream. We're going to have you back on, Regina, so we can show you about Promise. See, the thing about that show, we can't really tell you what it's about. You have to experience it. Yeah. You have to go into it completely blind and naked. Exactly, right, because it's
a horrible combination. I gotta be honest with you. It's a horrible combination.
Exactly.
Blind and I feel vulnerable.
But just know there's a twist that you will not see coming for nothing.
First of all, if I'm blind and naked, I want to be able to see everything coming. I don't need no twist. Surprise, nigga, it's dudes.
Okay. But I think that would be a cool thing for us, to do every once in a while. Just to, give people, just a different view of the blurred sphere, and just, have some fun with it.
That would be really fun. Arye reacts to different anime. Devilman Crybaby.
Oh yeah. That would
it's
be
called what? Devil. When you first said that, the first thing that came to my mind was Devil May Cry, like the video game.
Oh yeah, I think there is an anime for Devil May Cry though, right?
Yeah, there is. Oh,
okay. Was it
Goblin Slayer for him?
I don't like that y'all got these inside things that y'all both know about.
We're literally planning to traumatize you through
dirty motherfucker.
Emotional damage.
That's the whole point.
I'm putting cases on all you.
Kind of ridiculous. All right, boom. So I'm gonna work out the details of that. RA, what else do you have, bro?
That was it, man. I'm writing down some notes about this stream that we're gonna do.
Yes, and don't go try and sneak and look at these anime beforehand. No,
you're
not the boss of me, Regina. Don't tell me.
Blind.
Do what I want to do.
And naked.
Whole grown man in these streets. Whole grown man. But that's gonna be dope.
He gonna look.
Absolutely. What was I gonna say? Because we got a Twitch. We just we got to get our streaming up there. We got OBS, but OBS is intense.
It's a monster.
So we just
I'm intimidated by it myself. I'm definitely supposed to be doing some stuff on my OBS and my Twitch. I have a Twitch channel. I do more of subscribing to other people than of my own.
Same here. Like we've been on a bunch of shows with people who stream on Twitch, but like our Twitch, we've been. And this is the bad thing though, because you know how it is with OBS. It's like 1,000 tutorials on YouTube. Like it's not like brain surgery. Like it's it's doable. It's just we gotta like actually do that shit. So like that's what we at. I guess
I'll sit down and watch the YouTubes today.
Cool. Do that. Do the YouTubes. Yeah, do the YouTubes today. That'll be good. And if I find like a good tutorial, John, I'll send it your way too.
Thank you.
For sure. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show. We want to thank everybody who's watching this. We are not live, so ain't no chat today. But if you're watching this, make sure you like, comment in the comments what your favorite anime is and what is your suggestion for Uncle Arye to watch. Until next time, good people. Y'all be safe.
Y'all be good out there.